Sony Computer Entertainment America.
Hello, Ray Phoenix here. Welcome to Let's Play Ape Escape Free, Part 1. Ape Escape Free is the third and final game in the Ape Escape Trilogy. It's also probably one of the better ones in the Ape Escape Trilogy. It's definitely a lot better than Ape Escape 2. It does a lot of the same stuff that Ape Escape 2 did, but actually does it better. So Spectre TV is in this game. Spectre TV since 2006. I'm pretty sure this game is set in the year 2006. Spectre TV is launched, and it takes over the airwaves. It takes over the TV networks everywhere. It's not just a TV thing too. They also make movies and they air them on TV. They brainwash people and take over the world. Now, apparently this is all Spectre's new plan to take over the film and TV industry. Why am I not surprised? This was hinted at us right from the very beginning. If you remember in Ape Escape 1, Spectre had a level called the TV Tower. It was like a TV broadcasting tower that his army of apes took over. And we had to go into and defeat, but we actually had to fight Spectre in that place. So I guess this was kind of like, foreshadowed as early as the first game. We knew this was coming, and now it's finally here. The Freaky Monkey 5 from the second game are back in this game as well, and they're upgraded. They're supposedly a lot more powerful, a lot more deadlier than they were in the second game, but we're gonna see how they're still really pushovers. A lot of the villains in this game are pushovers. A lot of the villains in Ape Escape are pushovers. Ape Escape 1 had the best bosses in any Ape Escape game ever. I mean, this one does a good job trying to live up to Ape Escape 1's fame. It's not necessarily better than Ape Escape 1, but this is a really good game. I still consider it to be a really good legendary classic, filled with all kinds of cool gameplay methods, new characters. These are the new protagonists of this game. This game has two protagonists, Kay and Yumi, and they can transform into things, and they use mostly all the same gadgets we used in the first two games. There's a lot of new morphers and stuff like that. There's new gameplay techniques and things like that. This really is a really good game. This game is way better than people give it credit for. Actually, this is an underrated classic. There should have been at least 5 more Ape Escape games after this.
I trust that everything is to your satisfaction, my dear friend Spectre.
It's perfect. Very well. Let's team up.
Wonderful. An exquisite decision. Finally it begins! My revenge against those who laughed at me!
I'm heading off to practice. Okay. Is Aki here? Huh? Hey, that's my pudding. There are monkeys all throughout the town. They're all over the TV. Anyway, this is huge. Hey, that hurts. Okay, there you are. Huh? That doesn't sound like a recording. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Aki, Kay, Yumi. Oh, I'm so glad you're both safe. Natalie? Details later, but here's what's happening. All right. Those monkeys are loose again. They're out causing trouble all over the world. This time, they're broadcasting weird television shows. That sounds kind of fun. No! Their shows are so stupid that anyone watching becomes a mindless couch potato. Now, I don't want to scare you. But as you can see, Spike and Jimmy and even the professor have all been affected. Oh my. If this continues, the monkeys will affect the whole world. Kay, Yumi, you're going to have to help us. Capture those monkeys and put an end to their mindless TV shows. I'm teleporting a monkey net to you. Use it to capture all of the monkeys. Be careful and good luck. Hey, stop! Cut it out! I hope Natalie will be okay. Well, at least now we know why things are so strange in town. That's the first time I've seen one of those monkeys. The teleport is complete. I guess it wasn't just one of Natalie's bad jokes. Oh my! What do you think you're doing? What? He got away! Hurry, capture him!
So now prepare for the shortest first level in any video game ever. We could play as Kay or Yumi. I'm gonna play as Kay. Kay is like the hard mode of this game. The game's actually slightly harder with Kay because Kay He's not a musical pop star like Yumi. I'm not sure. I don't remember what their relationship is exactly, but Yumi is a singing pop star, and some of the monkeys in this game are fans of her, and their jaws drop open. They get stunned when they see her. So yeah, that was the shortest first level ever, and all we had to do was just capture one single measly little monkey. And you can't change characters during the game. Once you choose your character once, you have to play for the rest of the game with that character. I'm okay if that K's a pretty cool character.
Good job. Captured monkey teleportation complete. Just what's going on here? I guess that everything Natalie said was true. I guess that those monkeys are causing havoc all over the world. We have to capture all of those monkeys and stop their TV shows. Yumi, Kay, we need the two of you. Will you help us? Sure! Of course!
So now we're being introduced to the main hub world of the game. In the first game, it was the time station. In the second game, it was Natalie's apartment. And now, it's this place now. Apparently, the monkeys destroyed our laboratory, so now we have to be in this part that looks like someone's house that was clearly converted into some sort of warp zone or something like that. Just like in Ape Escape 2. More similarities of Ape Escape 2. Hockey really likes to explain everything to you in this game, and she just never shuts up. She never knows when to shut the hell up. She just keeps chatting and chatting and chatting. Yeah, we know that, Hockey. Shut up now. So now we're going to the first level of this game. I always thought of playing this game as like a sense of avenging someone or avenging this, because you saw Spike, Jimmy, and even the professor all got brainwashed by Spectre TV. I know Spike was like a childhood hero of mine, because I played the first Ape Escape a lot as a kid. I really like Spike. He's a really cool character. A lot of people agree with me that Spike probably is the greatest main protagonist of the Ape Escape franchise, mostly because he's so nostalgic for being in the first Ape Escape game. And now Spectre brainwashed him, and I really wouldn't expect that from Spike. Spike is usually good at resisting the professor's Spectre's tactics and stuff like that. Even the professor would fall for stuff like that, and Natalie would fall for stuff like that, but never Spike. No, Spike always good at resisting Spectre's manipulation. But for some reason in this game, Spike fell for it in this game. He finally fell for it, like one of the pigeons that Spectre wants to victimize. So now I feel that Kay and Yumi are doing what they're doing in this game to avenge Spike mostly, because he's not, no one likes Jimmy, face it. Jimmy's like the Jar Jar Binks of the Ape Escape series, or the James Franciscus of the Ape Escape. You have to compare him to James Franciscus, because he's not as well liked as Charlton Heston for being in the Planet of the Apes movies. And then there's Dr. Phil. You saw Dr. Phil got brainwashed as well too. Which I didn't really care much for Dr. Phil. His show is kind of overrated and it's kind of lame. And it's already enough we saw a lot of Dr. Phil in the first two games, so I don't really care that he's gone for this one. He's going to be mostly absent in this one. No one really cared about him anyways. And so Aki's going to go mumbling on about more useless crap that we don't need to know about. It's time tack, and we've done stuff like that before. Come on, shut up, Aki. We already know this crap. And so there's the save features. It's just she explains everything when you step on it for the first time. Oh, that's at this, that's at that. Shut up, Aki. You already know that. Just shut your trap. I wish there was a way to shut her up somehow. And so now we could go to the second level of the game, the Monkey Force. Oh, and look at this. You're going to be getting a new gadget. This is going to happen at pretty much every level in this game. We're going to be introduced to some kind of new gadget or some kind of new something that could supposedly help us complete the level. When really most of this stuff, well, not all the stuff, but the Monkey Radar, if you know where everything is, you don't really need to use it. We get it very early in the game too. Just like in Ape Escape 2, where we got in like the second level or so. In Ape Escape 1, we didn't get it to like the fourth level. So now we're going into the woods. This game does have a really awesome soundtrack. The same guy did the music to the first Ape Escape, also did the music to this game. Same Soshi Terada, I think, or something like that. And now we're in the woods, and the music in this level is really good, actually. It has a lot of yodeling in it. It also kind of reminds me a little bit of Chill Penguin's music from Mega Man X. A little bit. It vaguely sounds like Chill Penguin's theme from Mega Man X. I have a lot of fond memories of this game, too. This is the first game I ever got on the PS2, back when I first got a PS2. I got a PS2 kind of late, because I got a GameCube first, and then years later I got a PS2. This is the first game I got on the PS2. This is a game that truly introduced me to what the PS2 is capable of. And I say, it's a really good game for that. Heck, I'm emulating it on PCSX2 right now. My laptop can barely run this game. It runs this game, but it really struggles a lot at trying to properly emulate the game. That's how good of a game it is. It's a real struggle for a modern 2021 HP laptop to emulate this. I sometimes wonder what the ages are of the characters in relations to what they are. We saw Spike. Well, you know, Spike and Jimmy were kids in their respective games. And they still seem to be like kids or kid-like things. I don't know, maybe they're adults that look like kids or something like that. Like in that Jason and Mason series of mine, where the characters are adults but they look like kids, kind of making fun of how in anime where adult characters often or kid characters often look like adults and stuff like that. Like in anime, you know, it's always impossible to tell what an actual age of a character is in anime. And this game pretty much is an anime. This game is more looks more anime-like than any of the other two games. The first game didn't look anime-like at all. It actually looked like it could be an American cartoon or something like that. But the second game looks very Pokemon-ish, and this game looks like a downright anime, filled with anime cliches and anime effects. This game really overdoes the anime influence. It might be related to the fact that this game is filled with pop culture references. It's supposed to be TV and movie based. This game is floated with pop culture references. 5 minutes can't go by without there being some kind of reference to something or some sort of joke referring to something or pop culture. Also, the monkeys in this game, well, not all the monkeys, but a lot of them are named after things. Just like in Ape Escape 2, where a lot of the monkeys are named after like pop culture icons and stuff like that. So now we're trying to capture the big bad wolf. And there's that movie thing. We recorded a little movie scene we can watch later. It's like a fractured fairy tale where the Little Red Riding Hood is looking for the big bad wolf. She probably wants to kill the big bad wolf or something like that. I sometimes wonder where Kay and Yumi were in the first Ape Escape and why we don't know about them until now. We know Aki worked with Dr. Phil, but despite that, we never saw Aki in the first 2 Ape Escapes at all. It's mostly all new characters, which is kind of good. I mean, Ape Escape likes to introduce new characters in every game, and I actually kind of think it's a good idea to introduce new characters. We expand on the universe from a different perspective, from other characters. I think it's good they do that.
Welcome back. Capturing all of those monkeys must have been tiring, eh? I figured you'd be exhausted, so I made this new device for you. If you use this, you can change into lots of different forms. Different forms? Huh, like what? Why don't you just try it and see? I think you'll be happy with what you can do. Really? Of course. Cool. I'm still putting the finishing touches on it, but it should be done in time for the next stage. Huh. Well, I'll let you know what it will change you into then, okay?
Yeah, the morph guys, this morph gadget that we're going to be seeing a lot of in this game. This is Ray Phoenix signing out.